Hey everybody. Excuse me. Hope you guys doing all right. I was just listening to Joe Rogan and Tim Dillon. They're doing a live right now, and Joe was talking about aliens, and he his idea is his opinion was if he was an extraterrestrial, he was thinking from the mindset of an extraterrestrial, which I think is cool, by the way. So I'm glad to hear him doing this. From his as he was thinking from the minds of an extraterrestrial, he could see them doing exactly what they're doing essentially, which is kind of like slowly but surely trickling in their presence. And he thinks that like he could see them doing that like slowly but surely, like getting showing more and more and like kind of integrating them into the current drone technology that we are capable of making. Like almost even like he kind of made it sound like he thought they might be mimicking our drones to make theirs look like ours, so that it makes people like a little bit less scared, and just like to help ease the disclosure process. And the one thing I want to say about that, and he might be right, he might be, in my opinion, because even though we don't know what's going on, like because we don't know, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be probably afraid of seeing these things because we don't know. Like if we knew, like, so for my like there's different, like again, in using extraterrestrials, like there's good and bad of everything. So in my opinion, there's good extraterrestrials, which I think have been labeled as demons and devils and all sorts of like monsters and shit like that. And then there's also good, and also with reptiles, like there's good reptiles and bad reptiles. I don't think all reptile aliens are bad. I think there's actually good ones and and bad ones, excuse me. Just like humans, there's good humans and bad humans. There could even be like an evil humanoid race too, like you've heard about dark elves and shit. Anyway, back to the point though. In regards to Joe Rogan and his idea, how he thinks that, because this is my thing, is I think it's the government. I think they're doing it in. This is going to be their fucking false flag invasion to create more chaos, more fear, and that's my whole point. Is like the way that they're doing it is, I can see it perpetuating fear in people. And that very reason is why I do not think they're benevolent extraterrestrials, whatever that is out there. And I haven't even looked into the situation. I don't think it's benevolent. The benevolent stuff that I've seen in the skies that I cannot, with what I know about this reality, explain. It gives off a certain feeling, and it doesn't look any. I mean, it's something that moves like an organic star. It doesn't look like any type of technology that we like. Nothing. None of these. It doesn't look like none of these drones. It looks literally like a fish kind of swimming around in the sky. That's what it looks like to me. And it gives off a feeling too. It gives us a very benevolent, very loving, very welcoming, very like familiar, like family-ish feeling to me. When I look up at what I see up there, that's what I feel. So that tells me a lot. That that's a very important factor into what's going on, and it's very selective. And the other people have seen these things too. And I think the benevolent ones, like they do it, like this is why like. It makes sense that they would wait till people are at a certain level, energetically speaking, because it's all about allowance. Like this is why I've said I don't feel benevolent beings will come down, because we have to show that we have made enough progress to learn the lesson, to rank, to reach a level of rank as far as like knowledge and fucking learning and growth is concerned, to receive that help. If they were to help us before we reach a certain point, they would in fact enable us. And it's because, like, with Tim Dillon and Joe Rogan, like, Tim brought up a point, like, saying, I hope that they're here to help us. And it's like, that would be lovely. And that's what I hope, too. The problem is, though, is how much have we done to help ourselves? Like, you guys could shoot. I mean, I know you guys are comedians. And Tim's thing is, like, that's not why we're here. It's like, we're here. Like, he was essentially saying, like, there's somebody here that's to deal with these type of situations, like the aliens and stuff. But he was essentially expressing how he feels, how it's not his job or it's not his position to do so. And that's a choice we can all make, man. In my opinion, like anybody can choose to be involved in something if they want to. They don't need credentials. The only credential they need is an intent to want to help out. And that's it. And I think also because there's so much corruption and so much shit has been compromised, that it's those people, like that's the issue, is like there are no good men in blacks. Like that organization that we would like to exist to help us out is actually, I think, in a league with the nefarious ones. So relying on them, like saying that there's somebody there that's supposed to be dealing with this shit, like be careful with that. Like there could not be. I mean, there actually is, but I'm doing what I can to help teach you guys, because that's what I feel I'm here for. So it's like I'm trying to get you guys to think in a perspective that's completely self-reliant and like not relying on other people to solve a problem. Like if you see there's an issue going on in the world, like unless you have a good government that's completely proven and capable of dealing with these situations, which is what we should have, then you guys should take care of it yourself. That would be the good thing to do. If you know, I mean, if we're gonna like really have good duty be our guideline, then if there isn't a system in place that can take care of the problem, then then whoever feels like they have good duty inside themselves should take on that problem if nobody else is. Otherwise it's not going to get solved, and unfortunately that's what is happening. And I've come to acceptance with this, like it's my place to deal with that, and in doing so I'll share with you guys how I do it, but also at the same time continue to do what I can to teach what I feel I have to share with you guys in regards to this message. Because again, what you guys just proved to me, and you guys are two of the most, like, as far as I'm concerned, enlightened people on the internet when it comes to information and making people laugh and goodness of heart. Like, you guys are very high up, very, very high up. And I'm very grateful for all the laughter and all the positivity and all the love that you guys have shared with the world, because it's a lot. And I know Joe Rogan's especially, and I feel Tim Dillon's podcast has also, like, y'all's podcasts have helped save lives. For real. Like, that's how positive your guys' shit is. People are now alive on this earth and continuing to be alive and also thriving because you guys exist and what you do, you do what you do. So y'all are lifesavers. You are. But you could take it to another notch if you wanted to. And I hope you do, because it would be the better for you and for everybody else too, especially in the times that we're in. And people will follow you guys, man. Like, people love you guys. Like, you know, so... But just again, just the fear factor. That's the reason why I don't think they're benevolent, is because a real benevolent race would know that they're causing unnecessary fear. Like, they could just come down here and float in front of the White House with benevolence, with nothing but complete all-powerful benevolence, and just be like, yo, we're here to help out. Like, if that's really what they were going to do, is just come down and help out just to help out because they see there's issues going on, why wouldn't they just do that and just declare to the whole world, we're here to help out, and just start helping out? Like, that's what I would feel they would do if they were able to. Like, but they're not. And the only reason why I think that they're not is because we have not done enough to reach that vibrational level of knowledge and growth. And therefore, if they were to, they would be enabling us, because we have the choice to stop doing the things that we're doing. We have the choice to stop using these certain chemicals. We have a choice to continue fighting these pedophiles as much as we can. We have a choice to help out the children in Africa, even if it's just speaking. Like, we have these choices, and they're watching us doing all this shit. And we're choosing not to spend much time or any time at all on the things that really matter in this world. And I've been saying this, and I'll continue saying this, and it's the truth, man. It is what the fuck it is. Like, why do we deserve saving when we won't even save children dying in Africa? It's one of the reasons why I've been such a proponent for this, dude. It's for our survival too. It's a mutual thing. Like, it's a win-win for them, and it's a win-win for us. And it's a way to perpetuate a good growth and a whole new empire that's based on developing and perpetuating harmony on this earth instead of fucking disharmony. In through the hemp plant and the industries that follow, and the good works programs and all that. So, yeah, anyways, all right, I love you guys. I'll take care. Bye.